Scorpio, Happy New Year and welcome to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. I hope you guys are doing great and I thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming to my channel. So we're going to get into it. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Scorpio. So you may or may not connect and that's okay. If you do, please go ahead and hit that like button. Any links or discount codes that you need will be in the description box below. I have discount codes right now to Rose Forever as well as Otter Spirit. Otter Spirit does provide jewelry and gemstones on their website. There's 2 discount codes. Also, for the first 10 people that place an order this month in January, I am giving away a free reading. All of the details on how to do that is in the description box below. I do just want to say that I had told people that the free reading would be 5 minutes, but for the people that have purchased and received their free reading, they've been running about 10 to 15 minutes instead. So I just don't feel comfortable stopping, right? And 5 minutes is just too short. So if you do happen to purchase something using my discount code, all those details are in the description box below. And you can also check out my Etsy for personal readings and merchandise. All right, Scorpio, we're going to be taking a look at the current energy that is currently surrounding you and what you're going through, as well as advice from Spirit and the Most High in regards to the focus and actions that it wants you to take, as well as what you can expect to happen. All right. We have the 4 of Swords, the Devil, and the Page of Pentacles. That's the current energy around you. Your focus and steps of action is the Moon, the Page of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. What you can expect is the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. You have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. A couple different energies here with the 4 of Swords, the Devil, and the Page of Pentacles. I keep hearing a penny for your thoughts, and I wasn't saying it at first because I was communicating back saying, well, what does that have to do with all of the other energy that I'm feeling? But I feel like you really want to know where somebody is coming from or where their thoughts are in a situation. Or you could be wishing that somebody maybe asks you or comes to you in regards to what's going on with you on the inside. I would be very, very careful about a tempting offer that is surrounding you that you've already laid to rest. For some of you, this is going to be an urge to tap back in to a previous way of behaving that you have outgrown. It could be an addiction that you guys have overcome. And I feel like it's coming back around or looping back around to try to test you. Because I do see the Devil and the Moon here, so I do feel like you're battling some sort of spiritual warfare and or shadow work, certain things within yourself that you're trying to overcome and lay to rest, and they keep coming up for you to face them. Could also be fears. So I would be very, very aware and also using your discernment during this time. So what is the 4 of Swords and the Devil for Scorpio right now? Yeah, the 7 of Cups. There's something here that you just want it to leave you alone. That's the only way that I know how to explain what Spirit is walking me through. I'm going to use the word confusion, but it's more than that. It's like you want to see something or go through something and see it deeper and understand it deeper. And I feel as though there's been a darkness placed over an experience that maybe should not have been. It's like the wrong perception and the wrong energy was placed on a situation where you were perceiving it one way and it wasn't even really that way at all. And so you could be in this space of meditation here where you make sense of a situation or praying over a situation. Something definitely controlling, obsessive, and toxic had a hold on you, and it's going to be different for all of you, Scorpio, in regards to what it was. For some of you, it could be a relationship. For others of you, like I said, it could have been an addiction to something. And sometimes addictions are not just drugs and alcohol, right? It could be a behavior pattern, a way of thinking, an addictive pattern of responding and reacting that is not healthy for you. Or wondering why certain things keep happening the way that they're happening. What is the Devil to the Page of Pentacles, please? The World. Yeah, to the Ten of Swords. Why can't something just quit? Why can't something just end? Why can't something just leave me alone? I thought I've put an end to this. Why does it keep coming back around? I think that you're struggling with ignoring this temptation. And that's what's, I think also that could be what's causing you confusion, Spirit. Please open it so I can see it a little bit more clearly. Yeah, it's like something came back around and you're like, wait, I thought I ended this. I thought I put an end to this. I thought I let this go. But you know, it's a test. The Tower and the Hermit. Could be confused about why you did the things you did or the decisions that you made. Wow. I would hold off. So, and what I mean by hold off, Scorpio, is I talked about this tempting offer, Page of Pentacles to the Devil. You have a bigger and better offer, Knight of Pentacles, opportunity or message that is coming to you. So anytime we close out something in our life, or anytime that we grow from something, or evolve or ascend from a certain situation that was toxic, okay? Before we get to the next level, there's like a final test that comes towards us. And I feel like that's what this Page of Pentacles and the Devil is. Like, here's the real actual offer that's coming, but it only comes to you once you see through the illusion and the confusion of what's presenting itself to you right now. And I feel like you're kind of weighing your options. This other one, you're like, yeah, I could go in this direction. The other one's taking too long because there's something intimidating about it because it's new and different. But that new and different is really what you're looking for and what you're needing. Yeah, that's where the expansion comes from. What is this current energy, please, for Scorpio? Confinement. You're trying to break free out of a certain, I'm going to just say mindset. Like you've been trapped in a cycle or held captive or being tolerant of certain energies and situations. You feel trapped in your own life and you're in the process of overcoming these challenges, these difficulties, perseverance. You're in the process of breaking free. Yeah, guilt, confession, forgiveness, apology, withdrawal. You're going through an awakening. Well, that's why shadow work is here. Whoever I'm dealing with, you don't want to get stuck in an energy of guilt or sadness or resentment over something that didn't work out. You know, part of the healing process is recognizing and taking accountability for our own wrongdoings and misfortune that we've caused on ourselves. Every single human, should they come to the path of healing and awakening, will recognize where they have done wrongdoings. And the best thing you can do is to forgive yourself so that you can release that energy and close out a cycle. Otherwise, you're going to stay trapped in a repetitive cycle. And that's not what you want. It's going to stall your growth. Yeah. This is all something within your mind. This is a mindset here. And there's been a group of people who enhance or back up that type of mindset that you're now recognizing and realizing is very restricting. But it's also not a time for you to feel sorry for yourself. You have to take what you've been through and utilize it for your highest growth. What can you learn from these situations and release yourself? Yeah, the Nine of Cups, Empress, to the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety and stress over the things that have taken place. What does Scorpio need to be focused on here with the Moon and the Page of Cups? Facing these fears, strengthen the Ten of Swords. Facing these fears, the Page of Cups, forgiving, allowing yourself to release this energy and facing them head on here with the Strength card, and then deading them out and closing these cycles. You don't have to go back to certain ways. This is about you addressing your own shadows, okay? I really like this for you, Scorpio, because you are the sign of death and rebirth. You are the sign of transformation. So this should be something that at this point, I mean, well, I guess depending on where you're at on your journey, but I do feel like I'm connecting to a Scorpio who is aware of that energy. And at this point, it should be something that you recognize and understand. You're ready to battle with the Nine of Wands here as well. You might be exhausted. I don't blame you. Spiritual warfare can be very, very exhausting. But you're in the process of stepping back into your confidence and your vitality. A lot of spiritual warfare is a mental battle. And if you can control your mindset during the darkest times, that's where you're going to see the biggest growth and the biggest shift. There's a lot of forgiveness and healing and loving that you need to pour into certain energies that are rising up within you. That's half the battle itself. Page of Cups to the Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So there's certain situations or parts of your life where you feel very unfulfilled. But I see where you're determined to kind of push through these shadows and push through these energies to get back into that state of fulfillment and happiness. It's not something that happens overnight, but it is something that is in the process of forming right now for you. I feel like there may have been some type of collaboration or group or something that you put a lot of effort into and we're working towards and or building. And along the way, it has caused pain. Along the way, there has been some sort of hurt. Again, Eight of Wands to the Ace of Wands. Where are you wanting to go towards? Because you're in the process of going towards some type of partnership that you want to fight for and defend. Something that you feel like you may have missed out on or a missed opportunity. Vita, I feel like this is you going back towards it. What is strength in the Nine of Cups? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. This is about getting your mind and your spirit right. The Nine of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups and strength. And when I see the Nine of Pentacles, this is about self-investment, self-growth, building yourself up to a space of confidence where you don't need to hear or rely on what anyone else tells you. You know who you are, what you represent, and what you stand for. There's a lot of confidence in this one card. And you had to fight very, very hard to get to this point or to get to this energy. Very independent. This has not been an easy task. No shadow work is, right? Show me, please. What do they need to be focused on? Yeah. Something is like trying to overwhelm you or overload you or stress you out. And it's really in how you address this situation. There's a conflict here. It's a fight. It's a disagreement. A difference of opinion. There's some type of dispute around you. And you're trying to make peace with it. I don't know if the other person or party is... It could even just be a battle within yourself. Okay. No, it's the people around you. You feel very isolated and alone. Again, it's like somebody protests or goes up against every decision and choice. And Scorpio, I've been seeing this a long time for you. So there's a particular collective the Spirit keeps having me connect to kind of guide and walk with you guys through this journey. And if I go back into previous readings, I do believe it had something to do with family or people surrounding you that were really trying to project their own perceptions and beliefs on you to make you believe something that was not true. I also believe in some of these past readings it had to do in regards to people not wanting you to be with somebody that you wanted to be with. This is not going to be for everyone. This has been a very particular and selective collective, right? Selective collective that has been continuously coming up for the Scorpio reading. This person's confrontational behavior and energy and dispute and protest towards you comes from a feeling of inadequacy. I also feel like the reason why this is happening, or why this person and why this energy is present in your life, is because that's one of the things that the Most High wants you to address within yourself, is to overcome any feelings of inadequacy so that you are not blindly falling into the trap of behaving the way that that person does. I'm not saying that you are, but it's always important for us to, when we recognize certain behaviors and belief systems and perceptions of the others that are in our life, it's important that we check ourselves to make sure that it's in alignment with ourselves. Because sometimes the Most High will send people into your life to be a mirror reflection of what you don't want to be, right? As well as what you do want to be. So it's very important that you discern what's happening right now, because there's a lot of stress here in regard to the conflict and protest as somebody is projecting. So you feel very alone. You feel very isolated in this particular situation. And I feel like there's an element of you wishing and longing for somebody that was compatible and or loyal, or somebody that you could trust, because you're recognizing that you're surrounded by some people that you don't think you can trust them. We have Aries energy. So yeah, Aries energy, very controlling, dominating energy. And it says they are lying to you. Okay. So you have, could be a masculine energy, could be a father energy, just could be this dominating, narcissistic, controlling personality. This person is lying to you. You also have Capricorn here. And what they're doing is it's affecting your self-worth. It's affecting your solar plexus chakra. Addictions and codependent behavior. I knew I saw it up there. Especially with the devil energy, you keep trying to come out of a certain space and this energy is not letting you. Judas is near. And then you have yes. Clarify please on what they should be focused on. What their steps of action. They are being found out. Lies will be exposed. And so as they get found out, as these lies start to get exposed, Scorpio, they're going to behave a certain way, right? And they're behaving in conflict and protest. You are not crazy. Do not let them pull that illusion over you. You are just awakening to the truth. Generational curse just tried to come out. Black magic is being done. It will be rejected. Well, that's the devil in the moon. So you have heavy black magic around you. This person loves to use manipulation. Spell work being done. Binding spells and money spells. Illusions, all smoke and mirrors. This is a karmic relationship. Oh my goodness. All right, what you can expect is you have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. I mean, you've missed out on a lot of opportunities and a lot of energies because of this influence over your life. I think that you're coming to a point now where you are over it and you are in the space of wanting to stand up for yourself and protect yourself. Nine of Swords, it doesn't come without a little bit of anxiety and stress, because you do recognize that this is going to be a battle, right? And we see that here with the conflict and protest card. Four of Pentacles. There's something here that you don't want to let go of. You could be fearful and nervous that it's already out of your hands, or you've lost control. I don't want to use the word control because I don't feel like that's where you're coming from, but that you've lost your grip on something or your connection with something because of what has happened in regards to the energy that was being projected onto you. I also see you trying very hard to pull back your energy. Again, fighting for your peace here. Nine of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. What they can expect. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Wow. Somebody's watching you secretly. They like to keep an eye on you. The High Priestess and the Page of Swords. Very, very little information. Very, very little communication going out. I feel like you're in a tight battle right now. It's like a struggle for control over your own self and your own life. And if that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Then this reading isn't for you. This has been a very, again, specific energy this Spirit has been bringing to me every time I connect with Scorpio. I think that you're in this space of really reviewing and looking at things differently. Your mindset is changing. You're more observant of what's taking place here. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness in how something took place or how something ended. And I also feel like the sadness comes from regret that this is what you're going through, or this is what someone did to you, or this is what they put you through. What can Scorpio expect here? It's like you were under, you know, like when I say under a spell, like this person, it's like they brainwashed you. Somebody, like, it's like a brainwash and you're coming out of it. Narcissistic abuse is the best way that I can explain. Yeah, you're finally able to receive the advice from the Most High, and it's giving you a higher wisdom and a higher knowledge. And so you're really trying to be obedient to that guidance and to that word. And you're recognizing how it makes you feel isolated and alone, because you're going to learn very quickly that not everybody is obedient to that. Especially whoever you were connecting with here. Yeah, because somebody else here is connecting from a space of pride and ego. That's what they listen to. And that's why they're so controlling. What is going on, Scorpio? Somebody's trying to like dominate over your life and dictate how it needs to go. This is a very, very, very prideful, egotistical person. And they want to have a say, and they want to kind of work is not the right word. They want to dominate your blessings, and they do it by telling you what is going to be for you and what isn't going to be for you. That's the only way I know how to explain this person. I mean, this is narcissistic abuse. That's what this is. Yeah, fury, trap. They want you to be blind to what it is that they're doing, because they're upset because now you're not falling for their trap anymore. That's what I'm saying. Something, because of the work that you're doing on yourself and the healing that you've been doing, you're starting to see something for what it is, and that's pissing this person off. It doesn't mean they're going to stop trying. What can they expect, please? Abandonment wounds need to be addressed. So the more you deal with your abandonment wounds, your traumas, your triggers, your fears, and your anxiety, and the more you fill them with the light of God, the more healed you're going to become, and the more you're going to be able to see clearly, because you won't be operating out of a space of, you won't be operating out of your gaps. Okay, you won't be operating out of your gaps. Somebody here thinks about you a lot. They daydream of you. Be careful, that's also a form of, yeah, but you already know that, because your spiritual gifts are activated and ready to use. Your discernment. I would be placing, covering yourself, protecting yourself. I would be cutting cords and blocking certain energies, shielding your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, so that they cannot try to change your perception or change what it is you're seeing, because there's a lot of illusions going on around here. I would also protect your ears so that you can decipher what somebody is really saying to you. Divine timing, you could be seeing a lot of numbers, synchronicities here. Yeah. So there's somebody around you who is not yet, they're not awakening. They're not seeing their wrongdoing. They're still operating, like I said, from a space of pride and ego. Very, very cold-hearted energy here. They're still of the world, I guess would be a better way. Yeah, there's, ooh, you have another energy here of somebody who misses you deeply. They think about you all the time. The devil. Somebody signed a contract, signed a deal with the devil. That's what it is. Reaching out. Have you asked the Most High for help? Have you prayed over this situation? You're going to have to be the one that saves yourself. This was a karmic partner. Okay? And then you also have somebody who's obsessive over you. They're an energy vampire. Again, I've been seeing this throughout the whole reading. This is somebody who likes to block your energy. They don't want you to move out of their realm of domination and control. This is a dangerous type of person. I'm just going to be honest with you. Cord cutting. I just told you to do that. That's the first card out. It says cord cutting, psychic empathy. I cut cords and release all that is not mine. The great leap. I courageously take the leap of faith. Eternal life. For every death, there is a rebirth. Scorpio energy. Limitless. I am limitless. Have you asked for help? We saw that up there. I ask for guidance for my highest good from the Most High. And then truth seeker. I only seek the truth of the heart, and what is yours will return to you. I cannot lose what is truly for me. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look at some letters and numbers that may mean something to some of you in regards to your current life situation. Okay, you have D, 7, 0, 8, R, O, B, 6, L, I, 4, G, 5, 2, 1, and 7 again, so 77. All right, Scorpio, I send you guys much love on this journey. Everything you need is in the description box below, and I'll see you guys soon.